to kick on. He's had a bit more time with them now. He's trying to build something with them, and it's just not working out as it should. When you look at those results for a club of Chelsea's magnitude, that can't be happening. The players aren't performing to the level they should be. The big name players who were top players last season, who were performing to their level, haven't hit their level, hit the heights that they've hit over the course of their Chelsea careers. Very disappointing time for them. They've got big games coming, and to be honest, the most pivotal thing for Chelsea Football Club right now is ensuring they make that Champions League, because, you know, we talk about the recruitment and all these things, but attracting players at a club without Champions League football is going to be very difficult for them.
Yeah.
But we also heard Pep talking about the hierarchy and how well he's built with Man City.
Yeah.
I was wondering, does this run say anything about the long-term plan, you know, that we're currently on, especially if it continues, you know, if these results continue like this?
Yeah, obviously I'm here. I need to win in this moment. This is a huge football club. When I first came, I never asked for a lot of time, because I understand this club, I understand the traditions and the history of this club. I would like to have that time, and I'm confident that in that time that you can create something very, very special within the time that it takes, which even someone as experienced as Pep or Jurgen Klopp, when he won the titles he did at Liverpool, they had a year to sort things out. I've come in January. And it's not an excuse, it's a reality. I need to win in the now, and that's what I'll be focused on.
How challenging is the negative momentum that's around now? Because that's
Yeah.
this with so few games left is going to be huge.
It is, but we have to keep working. We have to keep trying to improve. I have to get the team selection right on the balance of our attacking play, but also defending better in certain moments, and that's what we'll focus on.
Liam?
The response to setbacks, in terms of addressing that, is that something you can change within individual players? Or
I have to. Right now, we are still in the race for the Champions League. We still have the possibility to win the FA Cup. I have to change it now. I'm not a manager that hides. I'm behind maybe we need to do something with other players in the transfer market. I need to change it now. That's why I'm here. So it's something that we have to address, because it's happened too many times where we've been in games against top teams. First half, I felt we actually were very, very good today. Same against PSG for 75 minutes, but then we concede, and then the cards we start to fold.
Nizar?
Liam, you were talking about the long.
Jack?
there'll be plenty saying that Enzo could have made a difference if he was playing. I just wonder what your response would be to that, and whether it's something you would think and reflect on.
Possibly hindsight is you see 2020 in hindsight. Enzo's a top player, and honestly he's a top character, and I'm looking forward to having him back next week. Sometimes you make decisions not based on short term, you make decisions based on what you want to see long term, and it was a long term decision that myself and the directors and the club aligned, and the leadership group of players that we made, to make sure that our values and our culture in the long term is in the right place. But Enzo is now clear. He's had the conversations he's needed to have. He's been fantastic in the last few days in supporting myself and the team, and I can't wait to have him back in the squad.
You just mentioned about
Had the next five, but they really looked like they were on the front foot at the start of this game, Chelsea.
They did, yes, and they were set up very compact centrally, allowing City a bit more space wide. But when they get the ball back, they go with pace, and we saw it many times during the game. It's just being clinical at the very end of it. They're hitting the target, but they can be very happy and with their beginning of the game, be very positive the way the team are playing right now, and they're creating City a lot of problems going forward.
We know they do that. It is that finishing that is missing from, and has been missing from their game.
Yeah, exactly what we talked about before the game in terms of the stats. I mean, creating so many good chances. Maybe Cucurella could have just held his...
You made some big decisions in those times as well, Liam. None so bigger than leaving Enzo out for 2 games. What have you made of the response to that?
Yeah, I was aware it would make big noise. I think every medium to big decision you make at this club would do. I have to put this on record, and I've said this before, me and Enzo are on great terms. I know it probably looks different from the outside, but Enzo is a great player. More importantly, he's a very good character. People make mistakes. I've made many, which people talk about. What you can't do is when a player or a person makes a mistake, you've got to give them the opportunity to make it up. And it was a mistake from Enzo, and I think it was an honest mistake in terms of his passion and wanting to win, no more than that. So we've dealt with the situation. I want to build in the long term a team that fights for each other, that wants to be here, because Chelsea in its best years had a real spirit, you know, had a fight, had a commitment to the shirt. And yeah, you have to set down your culture and your values very early for you to achieve that.
And was that you setting your discipline out to everyone else in the football club, saying?
It's not like that. You just have a groundwork and you have a framework on which you don't cross that line. It's not about me showing my authority. You know me, I'm me, and it's not about all of the things that other people think. It's about your group, and it's about having the respect and values that this club deserves. And
I know you, Liam. Good relationship. You build on having a relationship.
Yeah.
João Pedro spoke about it and how good he's been since you've come in. I have to touch on him.
Yeah, top. João is someone that everybody knows has got extreme potential, but now he's at an age where he has to go on and fulfil that potential. Nothing would make me happier than to see him score more goals, help us win an FA Cup and qualify for a Champions League and wear the number 9 shirt for Brazil in the World Cup. I've challenged him, I'm demanding of him. So far he's taken up that challenge really, really well.